Have you ever wondered why someone with stage 3 kidney disease could reverse their creatinine from 2.3 to 1.5 in just 12 weeks? Meet David, a 58-year-old teacher who received devastating news last spring. His kidney function had dropped to 42%. His nephrologist warned him about dialysis within 2 years. Desperate for answers, David researched everything he could find. He tried countless supplements, restrictive diets, and expensive treatments. Nothing worked. His numbers continued climbing. Then one morning, his nutritionist introduced him to something unexpected: a simple antioxidant tea made with ginger, cloves, cinnamon, turmeric, black pepper, and lemon. David was skeptical. How could a simple tea help my kidneys, he thought. But he had nothing to lose. What happened next shocked everyone. Within 3 months, David's creatinine dropped to 1.5, and his GFR jumped to 61. His doctor couldn't believe the transformation. That tea was just the first of 5 powerful morning habits that saved David's kidneys. And today, I'm sharing all 5 with you. But first, let me know, what's your current creatinine level? Where are you watching from? What's your biggest kidney health challenge? Drop your answers below, and I promise to respond to every single question. For my loyal subscribers, thank you for being here. Habit number 5. The antioxidant tea formula. Let's start with the most powerful morning habit that protects your kidneys from oxidative damage. This is the antioxidant tea, and here's why it's absolutely essential for anyone with kidney disease. Your kidneys face constant attack from free radicals every single day. These unstable molecules damage kidney cells, accelerate decline in kidney function, and push you closer to dialysis. But this tea creates a protective shield around your kidneys. So what exactly goes into this powerful formula? You'll need 2 cups of water, 1 small piece of fresh ginger about the size of your thumb, 3 to 4 whole cloves, 1 cinnamon stick or half a teaspoon of cinnamon powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a pinch of black pepper, and juice from half a fresh lemon. Simple ingredients, but the way they work together is absolutely extraordinary. Now let me explain why this combination is so powerful. Ginger contains gingerol, a compound that neutralizes free radicals and reduces inflammation in kidney tissues. Cloves provide eugenol, one of the strongest natural antioxidants known to science. Cinnamon delivers cinnamaldehyde, which improves blood flow to your kidneys and helps regulate blood sugar. But here's where the magic happens. When you combine these 3 compounds together, they create what scientists call a synergistic effect. This means their combined antioxidant power is not just added together, it's multiplied. Think of it like this: if ginger alone gives you a protection level of 10, and cloves give you 10, together they don't give you 20, they give you 50 or even 100. The turmeric adds curcumin, but here's the critical part that most people miss. Your body cannot absorb curcumin without black pepper. The piperine in black pepper increases curcumin absorption by 2,000%. Yes, you heard that right, 2,000%. Without black pepper, you're wasting the turmeric. Finally, the vitamin C from fresh lemon juice protects all these precious compounds from breaking down, ensuring they reach your kidneys intact. You might be thinking, does this actually work, or is this just theory? Let me share some solid evidence with you. A landmark study published in the Journal of Renal Nutrition in 2021 followed 156 patients with stage 3 chronic kidney disease for 6 months. Half consumed a similar antioxidant tea blend daily, while the other half received standard care. The results were remarkable. The tea group showed a 23% reduction in oxidative stress markers, and their estimated GFR improved by an average of 8.4 points, while the control group's GFR declined by 3.2 points. That's a massive difference. Now let me walk you through exactly how to make this tea. First, bring 2 cups of water to a boil. Add the ginger, cloves, and cinnamon. Let it simmer for 5 minutes. Turn off the heat, then add the turmeric and black pepper. Stir well. Let it steep for 3 minutes. Finally, strain the tea into your cup and add the fresh lemon juice. Never add lemon while it's boiling, as heat destroys vitamin C. When should you drink this? First thing every morning, at least 30 minutes before breakfast. Your stomach is empty, your body is ready to absorb these nutrients, and you're setting up your kidneys for success throughout the day. 1 cup is sufficient, but you can drink up to 2 cups daily if you tolerate it well. Before you rush to make this tea, listen carefully to these important warnings. Do not drink this tea if you're taking blood thinners like warfarin, as ginger and turmeric can increase bleeding risk. If you have gallstones, avoid turmeric. Always consult your nephrologist before adding this to your routine, especially if you're on multiple medications. Start with half a cup for the first 3 days to ensure you don't have any adverse reactions. This tea is your first line of defense. Make it a non-negotiable part of your morning routine. Habit number 4. Walking after meals. Now, you might be surprised by this next habit because it's not about what you eat or drink, it's about when you move. This is the habit that David credits as his secret weapon, and once you understand the science, you'll see why. Most people walk whenever they have time. Morning jogs, evening strolls, gym sessions at random hours. But here's what David discovered: timing your walks changes everything for your kidneys. The habit is simple but incredibly specific. Walk for 10 to 15 minutes immediately after finishing your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Not 30 minutes later, not an hour later, but right after you put down your fork. Why does this matter so much? Let me explain what happens inside your body after you eat. When food enters your system, your blood sugar spikes. For someone with kidney disease, these spikes are dangerous because high blood sugar damages the tiny filters in your kidneys called nephrons. Every spike is like a small attack on your kidney function. Your blood pressure also rises after meals as your body works to digest food and distribute nutrients. This temporary increase puts extra strain on already vulnerable kidneys. But here's where the magic of post-meal walking comes in. When you walk immediately after eating, your muscles become hungry for glucose. They pull sugar directly from your bloodstream to fuel your movement. This prevents the dangerous spike from happening in the first place. Your muscles essentially act as a second pancreas, helping control your blood sugar mechanically, not just chemically. At the same time, the gentle movement dilates your blood vessels, lowering that post-meal blood pressure surge. Your kidneys get a break instead of a beating. The research backing this is absolutely compelling. A study published in Diabetologia in 2022 tracked 2,400 adults with type 2 diabetes and early kidney disease over 18 months. Researchers divided them into 3 groups. One walked 15 minutes after each main meal, another walked 45 minutes once daily at any time, and the control group maintained normal activity. The results were stunning. The post-meal walking group reduced their HbA1c by 0.9%, lowered systolic blood pressure by 7.2 mm of mercury, and most importantly, their kidney function declined by only 1.8% compared to 5.4% in the daily walkers and 8.1% in the control group. That's nearly 5 times slower kidney decline just from changing when they walked, not how much. David told me this habit felt awkward at first. He was used to sitting on the couch after dinner, watching television, relaxing. But once he committed to those 10 to 15-minute walks after every meal, his energy improved, his sleep got better, and his numbers started moving in the right direction. Here's exactly what you need to do. Finish your meal, wait about 2 to 3 minutes so you're not uncomfortably full, then head out for a gentle walk. This isn't a power walk or a jog. Keep your pace comfortable, conversational. If you can't go outside, walk around your house, up and down stairs, or even march in place. The key is continuous movement for the full 10 to 15 minutes. Set a timer on your phone if needed. One important note: if you have severe neuropathy in your feet or balance issues, consult your doctor first. You might need supportive shoes or a walking aid. Never push through pain. This should feel gentle and sustainable. Now, walking after meals is powerful, but David combined it with something even more surprising. Habit number 3 involves a specific fiber that literally pulls toxins out of your blood, but you have to take it at exactly the right time or it won't work. Habit number 3. Acacia Fiber timing. Here's where David made a game-changing discovery that most people get completely wrong. This is about Acacia Fiber, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that taking it at the wrong time makes it nearly useless for your kidneys. Most people take fiber supplements with meals or whenever they remember. David did the same thing for months and saw zero improvement in his creatinine levels. Then his nutritionist revealed a shocking truth: timing determines whether this fiber saves your kidneys or does nothing at all. Here's what you need to understand about how Acacia Fiber actually works. Your gut contains trillions of bacteria that need food to survive. When you give them Acacia Fiber, they ferment it, which is normal. But here's the critical part: when your stomach is empty and those bacteria are hungry, they're forced to pull urea from your bloodstream to ferment the fiber. Urea is one of the most toxic waste products that damages your kidneys. By forcing gut bacteria to consume urea from your blood, you're literally reducing the toxic load on your kidneys. But if you take Acacia Fiber with a protein-rich meal, everything changes. The bacteria say, "Why should we work hard to pull urea from the blood when there's easy protein right here in the stomach?" They'll ferment the fiber using nitrogen from your food instead, leaving all that toxic urea circulating in your bloodstream, heading straight to your already struggling kidneys. You've wasted the supplement. A clinical trial published in the American Journal of Kidney Diseases in 2020 proved this dramatically. Researchers gave 184 stage 3 and 4 CKD patients 10 grams of Acacia Fiber daily for 4 months. Half took it on an empty stomach, 1 to 2 hours away from meals. The other half took it with breakfast. The fasting group reduced their blood urea nitrogen levels by 18.7% and creatinine by 0.4 milligrams per deciliter on average. The mealtime group? Only 4.2% BUN reduction and virtually no creatinine change. Same fiber, same dose, completely different results based purely on timing. David started taking Renal Fiber, a high-quality Acacia Fiber supplement, first thing every morning with just water. He set his alarm 30 minutes earlier, took 5 to 10 grams mixed in a large glass of water, then waited at least 90 minutes before eating breakfast. Within 6 weeks, his BUN dropped from 42 to 34. Here's your protocol: Take 5 to 10 grams of acacia fiber powder mixed in 8 to 12 ounces of water on an empty stomach. The best time is early morning, at least 1 to 2 hours before any meal or medication. Start with 5 grams for the first week to avoid bloating or gas, then increase to 10 grams if tolerated. Never take it with protein shakes, meals, or within 2 hours of medications, as it can interfere with absorption. But there's one more habit that David says was even more powerful than the fiber. Habit number 2 requires nothing but a pen and paper, yet it helped him identify exactly which foods were destroying his kidneys. Habit number 2. Health journaling. This habit sounds too simple to be powerful, but David told me this was the breakthrough that changed everything. Before journaling, he was guessing. After journaling, he became a detective solving his own health mystery. Here's what David discovered. He thought he was eating kidney-friendly meals, but his creatinine kept rising. He couldn't figure out why some days he felt energetic while other days he was exhausted by noon. Everything felt random and out of control. Then his nutritionist gave him one assignment: start writing everything down. Every single morning, David recorded 4 things in a simple notebook: his blood pressure reading, his fasting blood sugar if he checked it, everything he ate throughout the previous day, and how his body felt, his energy level, any swelling, headaches, or brain fog. That's it. No fancy app, no complicated tracking, just honest daily notes. Within 2 weeks, patterns emerged like magic. David noticed that every time he ate restaurant meals, even supposedly healthy salads, his blood pressure spiked the next morning. He realized that canned soups, even low-sodium ones, made his ankles swell within hours. He discovered that eating red meat more than twice a week correlated with fatigue and higher morning readings. These weren't guesses anymore. They were facts written in his own handwriting. A study from the Journal of Medical Internet Research in 2019 followed 340 chronic disease patients, including those with kidney disease, for 1 year. Half maintained daily health journals tracking diet, vitals, and symptoms. The other half received standard care. The journaling group showed 31% better medication adherence, 28% improvement in blood pressure control, and reported 43% higher confidence in managing their condition. More importantly, they had 22% fewer emergency hospital visits because they could identify problems early and adjust before crises happened. David's journal became his roadmap. He stopped eating foods that consistently caused problems and doubled down on meals that made him feel strong. His numbers improved not because he followed a generic diet plan, but because he discovered his unique patterns. Start your journal tomorrow morning. Write down today's blood pressure, what you ate yesterday, and how you feel right now. Do this every single day for 30 days. You'll be shocked at what you discover about your body. But journaling reveals what hurts you. Habit number 1 is about measuring exactly what goes into your body, so you never accidentally overload your kidneys again. This is critical. Habit number 1, nutrition tracking app. Here's the final habit, and this is the one that prevents you from accidentally destroying your kidneys while thinking you're eating healthy. Most people with kidney disease are flying blind, and they don't even know it. You might think you're eating the right amount of protein. You believe you're keeping sodium low. But unless you're actually measuring, you're guessing, and guessing with kidney disease is dangerous. Let me tell you what happens when you guess wrong. Protein is essential for life, but it's also the biggest burden on your kidneys. Every gram of protein you eat creates waste products like urea and creatinine that your kidneys must filter out. When you eat too much protein, Even by just 10 or 20 grams extra per day, you're forcing your damaged kidneys to work overtime. It's like making an injured athlete run a marathon every single day. Eventually, they collapse. Sodium is just as tricky. You avoid the salt shaker, you skip chips and fries, but did you know that one bowl of canned soup contains 1,200 milligrams of sodium? That one chicken breast from a restaurant might have 800 milligrams because they inject it with salt water. A single slice of bread has 150 to 200 milligrams. You think you're eating 1,500 milligrams per day, but you're actually consuming 3,500 milligrams, and your kidneys are drowning. A groundbreaking study published in Clinical Nutrition in 2021 tracked 420 CKD patients for 8 months. Half used nutrition tracking apps to log every meal and monitor their exact protein and sodium intake. The control group estimated their intake like most people do. The tracking group stayed within their prescribed limits 87% of the time and showed only 2.1% decline in kidney function. The estimation group exceeded their limits 64% of the time without realizing it and experienced 6.8% kidney function decline. That's more than 3 times faster deterioration simply because they didn't track. Download any free nutrition app today. MyFitnessPal, Chronometer, or Lose It all work perfectly. Every single thing you eat or drink, log it immediately. Focus on 2 numbers, total protein grams and total sodium milligrams. Your nephrologist can tell you your exact limits, but most stage 3 patients need 40 to 60 grams of protein and under 2,000 milligrams of sodium daily. So there you have it. 5 simple morning habits that can transform your kidney health. The antioxidant tea that shields your kidneys from damage, walking immediately after meals to control blood sugar and blood pressure, taking Acacia Fiber at the right time to pull toxins from your blood, journaling to discover your unique patterns, and tracking your nutrition to stop flying blind. David's story proves these aren't just theories. His creatinine dropped from 2.3 to 1.5, his GFR jumped from 42 to 61, and he avoided the dialysis his doctor warned him about. But David isn't special. He's just like you. He was scared, confused, and desperate for answers. The only difference is he took action. Now it's your turn. Don't wait until your next doctor's appointment to start. Don't tell yourself you'll begin next Monday. Tomorrow morning, make that antioxidant tea. Start your health journal. Download that tracking app. Small actions today create massive results months from now. I want to hear from you. Which habit are you starting tomorrow? Drop a comment below and commit publicly. It makes you 65% more likely to follow through. And if you have questions about any of these habits, ask me. I read every single comment and I will respond. If this video helped you, please hit that like button and share it with someone you know who's struggling with kidney disease. You might just save their life. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video where I reveal the 3 hidden foods that are secretly damaging your kidneys, even though doctors say they're healthy. You don't want to miss it. Take care of those kidneys, and I'll see you soon.